Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so the goals for today are probably a little bit administrative stuff and getting the game to run for everyone with our current Visual Studio 2022 build. Most of it is prepared, but not yet merged into our main branch. Last session, what did we do? Last session, we merged a few things, and compilation now all works, and all the GitHub builds for Visual Studio 2022 are in place. Yeah. Good. So next step, let's go to pull requests. Let's go to so the next fix we need is here, incorrect ASCII string hash implementation. This was approved already. Okay, so it should be good to go. Maybe we should rebuild though. It needs to be rebased, right? Maybe. Hold on. This one here. Rebase. Oh, hold on. Good, so we pull this guy, then we go to ASCII string hash, we rebase, and then we push. And then it will rebuild, and then we merge this. Yeah, if they're using STL port, bug fix. Rebase on main branch. Main branch checked out. I typically, oh, I don't know, can you do it from anywhere? No, I think you need to check out the target branch, and then right click, let's say check out the target branch, and then right click main rebase. Good. While this is building, let's see if there's anything urgent to look at. Let's see. Skill-based matchmaking. Okay, let's assign here Mauler. Maybe if defined atomic weight could be added around M weight and M test. I do not think we aim to make. I do not think that is necessary. Our build targets will be C++ 20 only, apart from VS6. Well, the icon may not be the best. I just took an existing sprite from the game and pasted it onto the flag. If you guys have better suggestions for an upgrade icon for patrons, and feel free to post your ideas. I don't know what is wrong with the original icon. I mean, despite being despite being super low res, right? I don't think it's a big deal that the icons looks the same. Yeah, I don't know, a small detail. I wouldn't even say it's a bug. It's just art minor. No. Okay, skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking and ranking system. Okay, it's really not much information here. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like quick match would be a skill-based matchmaking thingy, but I think before we get to anything like this, we would need a larger player population first, right? Like have one server where all the players are, and when we see like the lobbies are full, then automatically there will be a higher demand for that such a thing. Right now there's no demand for this because all the players are spread apart and they are happy to find a match in the first place, right? So I don't think it's a big issue for now, but I think quick match, aka skill-based matchmaking, I use them interchangeably because that probably will boil down to this. It's something that is interesting once you have like a big player population and people want to join matches even faster, right? Yeah. If noobs are always fighting with noobs, there will always be noobs. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess if you fight noobs, you still gain experience and you become better. You will be above noob then, right? Yeah. Okay, CLI tool for big archives. I suggest call it big archive, or maybe yeah, big archive. Because GenBIG sounds weird. GenBIG. Big archiver, it makes like archive, makes it more clear what it does. Like it's an archive, like a zip archive, or yeah. So big archiver, I think that would be a better name. Big archive or similar. Maybe generals big archiver. You just speak archive. Huh? Okay. Add to archive, add directory to archive, delete from archive, extract. Yeah. I suggest we use CXX opts for command line. You can see example for it. You can see example for it in you can see example how it is used in that. I think it's better to use like the CXX opt than reinventing it for every tool. So here what I notice is delete archive file, output here. What is this? Oof. Where's this coming from? Where's the zip? Huh? Open archive file. Please use prefer to not use new delete where so possible, and use things like stl containers, std string for strings, and smart pointers. cd unique ptr cd shared ptr. When interfacing with engine, can also use ASCII string and Unicode string. There's heavy work in progress. Yeah. To standardize setups. This one here is dangerous. I guess it's just mock-up for now, but yeah, like in practice this would be dangerous because marchive is a const char, so you pass here const char, but that means if you had like this assembled with a std string and then that goes out of scope after calling it to this function, then this one will point to a dangling memory location and then it will crash later. So like if we pass something and it's a member, then it should own the storage, right? And here it does not, so it's a bug. Yeah. I wonder. Let me load the engine. The big file. Open archive file. Here, archive file. Oh, these are pure virtuals. Huh. Attach file. Huh? What is that? What? That's weird. I'm a bit shocked at how small this this class is. Huh? How is archive file so small? Open file, close all files, get name. Add file. So this is just an interface. So who's using this guy? Here, Win32 big file. And where's this guy used? Open file. What is this here? Why is this hard-coded number here? What? Oh. This seems to be a size of something here. Either the size of this one is 16 bytes, and this one here as well. I wonder if it's related somehow. Seek file start. Ah, no, it's because here it reads 4, 4, 4. That's 12 bytes. Where is this number here? 4, 4, 4. Read the big at the beginning. Update, reset, close, open archive. Yeah, okay, so I would need to study this as well, but my instinct here tells me, oof, big file is part of big file system. Oof. I suggest to study very carefully. I suggest to first study how the Win32, what's it called? Big file, Win32 big file, and this guy here, big file system are set up. My expectation is to massage the saving functionality in there as well. So it sits right next to the code that reads it. I do wonder, it's interesting, there is no code to write a big file in here, but there is code to read it. How did they write the big file then? Like, they must have had some tool that writes big files, but it's weird that that it's not part of this, that it's not one thing, right? I would expect that you have like this Win32 big file, and the big file has functionality to read in the data, but also to write it out, right? Where you can modify the big file in here, right? You can like replace, you can replace a file in the big archive, or delete a file, add a new file, right? You can do things like this, and then you can write it out all in one class that has all this control. Like here, it only has a control of get some file info, yeah. Open the file, which is synonymous for read file, which interestingly gives a file pointer. Huh. Okay, this works much differently than I expected. So the Win32 big file, it doesn't own the data. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Huh. So it takes a RAM file. Oof. Yeah, before jumping into implementation, I suggest to really study this first. How to design this. so that it's closely tied to what is already there. So there's a big file system, and this one, file system, it also has no members. Oh, it does here. Archive file map. What is this? Okay, so ASCII string to archive file. What is this? Root directory. What is this? Directory name, directories, files. Okay, so it builds some, creates and manages archive file interfaces. Archive files can be accessed by calling the Open Archive file member. Archive files can be accessed by name or by file interface. Load mods. So here he did big file, Win32 big file system. Just use Pragma once. Use null ptr for non-VS6 code. Yeah, this tool is non-VS6, so yeah, I already use override here. I mean, it is a possibility to derive from this guy and then add stuff on top. Yeah, but then the problem is, yeah, okay, file system. Yeah. I would need to study this as well. I don't have a full picture of this guy. I mean, maybe there's a world where we say, okay, we replicate classes for these guys, but not for read, but for write. So there's like another class structure that takes care of writing. So that means we don't touch these classes that take care of reading, but we only touch them in regards to writing. Create new ones, yeah, and then they could be decoupled and could live elsewhere, right? So we could have a new file like archive, write archive file, write Win32 file. Maybe what we could do is I think we need a good understanding of the class classes for big file reads, and then make a good design for the writes. Perhaps it makes sense to create classes like so. So we have this guy, and then we make a class big. Let's call it big write file. Maybe you call it file read write. Like this. Public. Yeah, so we have a class Win32 big file read write that can open the file, but also, well, open from archive. Win32 big file. Big file system, open archive file. Archive file, add file. Add file. Add this file to our directory tree. Aha, so it already has functionality to add something. Archive file. Post process. I don't understand why there is a call to add file and attach file for a function called open archive file. How does this relate? Ah, I see. So basically, so the archive file is like a skeleton, right? It's a skeleton with a file directory, but then you can choose to load in files, and then you can attach these files to say, hey, I have this loaded in RAM, so you can keep it here, please. Oof. Oof. But, but there's only one here. That's kind of wild, isn't it? Oof. So the archive file, does this refer to only one file, or it refers to multiples? File pointer to the archive file. Aha. Kept open so we don't have to continuously open and close a file. I see. Okay, so it keeps a pointer. Okay, so this is attached. So this file refers to the archive file, the big file. Yeah, I see. And this one, what is this then? Path. Temp, path, lower. This one seems to relate to a file that is contained in the archive. And what is this here? File name, archive file name, offset size. Yeah, and what about the actual data? The data for the file? Where's this? Well, let us just have him cook here, but yeah, I think it needs a really good understanding of the Win32 big file and this one here. File system? File system, yeah. Yeah. Like my expectation would be to try massage it into this, but maybe it's also fine to derive from it and expand it, yeah. Maybe it's better, yeah, because then you can keep them separate, yeah. Yeah, but I would expect that this is not called big file. This would be called Win32 big file system RW, right? Yeah. And then it would like inherit this functionality here, but then add functionality on top to write things as well. Yeah, which maybe is less of a change than we expected this. Maybe it will be a little change. Basically, we need to understand. So here, this one is only serving reads. So we would need to understand how can we make additions to this to also be able to write to this big archive file. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's probably something that can be done here. I would try make a new class for the Win32 big file, and then for the big file system, and then try to supply new functions to write. Yeah. And maybe that will work. Yeah. I'm not sure. I would have to try it as well and dig deep in. Yeah. It's also strange that here the big file is this thing, but at the same time it also contains a pointer to this. So that's weird. Let me just add this comment here. It looks odd that this class derives from that, but also owns a pointer to that. Before starting to implement the functionality, I suggest to before I write this, let me actually read his opening post. Features, blah blah blah. Initial focus, simplest feature, listing the files in an archive. Yeah, archive file represents a general archive. Yeah, archive file system is a collection of archive files. Yeah, specific implementation for handling big archives, specialized implementation. Yeah, the tool is heavily a work in progress and under investigation. Yeah. Okay, so he already had a good look at this, so that's good. So let me just say there's one, but also owns a pointer. Before jumping into big implementations, I suggest to take a moment and think carefully about the design. Upon a first look, I suspect we could try to have something like Win32. Well, let's see, big32, big file system. So this one does create a Win32 big file, right? Yeah. Open archive file. Think carefully about the design. But from further, I suspect we could try to have something like big file RV, RW, and big file system RW. So something like class, public. There we go. This one, and class, public. You would just need to find an elegant way to make this one use this one as well. Probably with a template. What this could allow, making a new read-write version of the archive and archive system and its system. Upon first look, something like, okay, it looks odd that this class derives from that, but also on the point. Before jumping into big implementations, I suggest to take a moment and think carefully about the design. Upon first look, we could try to have something like class file RW, system RW. We would just need to find a legality to make use that as well, probably with a template. This could allow making a new read-write version of the archive and its system while reusing what is already there for reading archives, for opening and reading. The advantage of this, it would allow to keep the read-write class outside of game, right? Just have it inside this tool for now. And then later we could still move it into game, the read-write version of this class, right? So this could work. We'd have to see how the implementation goes. Yeah. But it could be that the design, but perhaps the design of the reads, perhaps the design of the and make it hard to fit in the write functionality nicely. In that case, a different strategy may be better. Please also be mindful about performance. So be mindful about performance when implementing this. Yeah. Let's say use pragma once instead of header include guards. Yeah, that will be my initial comments. Hopefully it will be a bit helpful. I also don't have a full overview of how to implement it in all details. It needs a good understanding of these two classes, the file system and the big file. I suggest to just read the functions, get an overview of how the reads work, how the data is fetched, how the headers work, the directory structure of the big archive, and then see if we could have derivatives of this class, descendants of this class, and make a write version of it. Yeah, a read-write version. Yeah. Okay, so this guy is now ready. 17 checks passed, yeah. Good, let's merge this guy. Then this will be squash and merge. Fix incorrect ASCII string hash implementation for non-STL port. Yeah. Okay, confirm, squash, and merge. Yeah, let's go. Good, then go to main branch, pull okay. Okay, let's take a look at this guy here. Okay. Let's see what else we can tick off here. So I think these guys, they were just merged. Yeah, that is merged. That is merged. Level 2 warnings. Is that a bug report? Yeah, it's a task. Okay. Simple cheats. What? Well, it's not it's not giving much confidence when there is a noob in the name. Yeah. A very nice idea to add simple cheats for human players. For example, sometimes I want to play versus a lot of AI. It would be nice to have an open map, money, etc. Infinite money. Indestructible tanks. I don't think that's a priority to begin with, but yeah, I guess for the noobs. Okay, fix compiler warnings. All right, we wanted to take a look at this guy. Oh man. I want to remove ASCII string, Unicode, and string class so bad. Well, don't just remove them yet. That's not a good idea. Probably break some things. Okay. Okay, let's review this change then. Okay, I see it is not rebased on main because only 9 checks have run here. No, actually that's correct. It just builds on generals. Yeah, okay. Let's see. What is this white space change here? Where's the assembler? Okay, so replace inline assembler for non-VS6 builds. Replace inline assembler for non-VS6 builds, yeah. We say the same here. Save. Okay, so this change is much smaller than this one. I wonder why that is. Okay, let's look at vector 3. Vector 3. Vector 3 looks the same. Yeah, that's good. DX8 wrapper. DX8 wrapper. This one. White space reverts, white space change. Clamp color. Clamp color. Oh, what is this clamp color shit? Clamp color here. Okay. That looks good, yeah. Vector 3. Okay. And then base type dot h. Base type. I think we can remove this comment on. I think we can remove this comment on both Gen and ZH versions of this change. It does not add any valuable information. Oh man, I can't type. Valuable information. Yeah, other than that, it looks good, but let me check if this is actually complete. Let me see, generals, no. CMake, bin. Gen ZH. Let's remove these guys, configure. Let me close this so that we don't suffer from the slow load again. Should be clean to merge. Well, I still need to review. Good. So we're looking for ASM. Oh, hold on. There we go. Good. So what about perf timer? I think this is fine. What about quads? F0, okay. Okay, let me say, so there's still there are still assembler, there's still assembler code in npu.cpp. In LCW CPP. Well, the question is, was this also addressed here? Let me open this one here. Yeah, LCW MPU is here, yeah. CPU detect. CPU detect. WW profile, CPP. And here in WW debug. And hold on, we need to get the correct branch here. Okay. Oh, I made a mistake here. I removed this guy. Oh man. What did I remove now? GitHub.com. Huh? Ah. So why is this not working? There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're looking at something is somehow I broke the whole setup. Let me remove this again. Okay. Oh man. So we have this guy and we have this guy. Somehow I totally screwed the setup. Okay, let's remove this and this. Good. So let's add a new one. My gosh. Okay. Save. Okay, there we go. Next one. Was it really that hard? There we go. Good. So we take this guy here. Good. So, okay, so he added here. Yeah. Let me make a fresh search here. Okay, so DX8 wrapper, that one is served. Yeah. This one is served as well. This one. Stack dump. Stack dump. It's also missing here. Maybe it's only relevant when upgrading to 64-bit. Perf timer. Perf timer.h. Yeah, I think it's just these few things. There's still assembler code in MPU. These things were solved in the ZH version of this change. Okay. Both ZH and Gen versions need a bit more work. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to look at this guy here. Global data. Global data. Oh. Okay, so this one is warning about uninitialized variables. Uninitialized variables in the copy constructors. This could probably be if def delete without issue. The second biggest culprit is a copy constructor. Global data uses its copy constructor even though the body of it contains debug crash macro. Where is it copied? Here. Copy data from previous. Here. That's a copy. Huh. Create a new global data instance to override the existing dataset. Huh. Yeah, it's a good question. I will write something soon. Yeah, so okay, so this operator is default. This is not I find this really weird that here it says debug crash, but it's used. That is really weird. Ignore crash. Well, I mean, if it's used, then it should be implemented, right? Why would it be not allowed in the first place? Because it does have a next instance. Let me think. Yeah, my suspicion is that it needs to. How about we grab this change here? What is the name of the chain? The branch? Rossian B. Okay, let's add this guy here as well in our remotes. Manage plus Rossian B. Code, copy. save. Okay, so we got another remote. Then fix warnings level 1. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then let's switch to 0 hour. Configure. Close this guy. How? How? Global data. Okay. Wait, that's still the wrong file, isn't it? I don't know what's going on here right now. I asked it to build just 0 hour, but it still shows generals. I don't understand. Global data. There are 2 of these. Okay, so So it deletes this one. Why not? So this new override function. Next. Next, new overrides. That's a function next. The original. No overrides. Okay, so my suspicion here is the question is how do we make a default assignment operator private before C++11 without like implementing it with all the assignments inside? Is there a way? Oof, I think that's a question for Mr. Chippity. Is there a way to make an assignment operator private without make a default assignment operator private before C++11? Declaration only. If there is no definition provided, so any attempt to use it will cause a compilation error. Declaring but not defining. I would like the operator to be defined, to be default defined, but private. Is this possible? I don't think it is possible. Is that possible? Compiler will generate it. Oh, okay. Okay. Then how about we do here this. Compiler will generate it. Then we remove this. Okay, let's see if that compiles. Build solution. Let's see. Yeah. So here it uses default, and here we assume that the compiler generates it. Huh, is that true though? Compiler will generate it. I didn't know that this would be the case. I hope chat is not lying to us. My expectation would be that it would say this function is undefined. Curious why the assignment operator is generated by the compiler. I would have expected that it will be undefined. Is this a special case? Special case. Okay, interesting. Let me ask. Does that also work in C++20? Yes. Behavior has changed slightly. It remains inaccessible outside the class. However, the implicit generation of special member functions changed. If a copy constructor or copy assignment operator is declared, the compiler does not generate a default copy assignment operator. Prevents this in private prevents the compiler from generating one. Aha. Does not generate a default copy. Okay, well, in that case, let's just write it like this. Compiler will generate it. Okay, so this has succeeded, which makes sense. Now the question is, will this succeed? Let me see. We need to build it with this command prompt. Yeah, let's see if that builds. If it does, then I suggest to implement it like this for now. I wonder if it's really necessary. Let me see. Will the C++98 compiler also default generate a private copy constructor declaration? Also default generate a private copy constructor declaration. Yes, if you do not explicitly declare a copy constructor declared in private, is private. The copy constructor is still generated, but since it's private, you cannot copy objects. Okay. I wonder, would it perhaps be enough to just say this? To just have both default. Like this. Let me see if that works. Let me ask, how do we delete the copy constructor in C++ 98? Is that even possible? There's no delete feature, but you can effectively delete by making it private and undefined. Well, now it contradicts itself. It says now it's not defined. If you tend to copy, compilation fails due to private access. If used outside the class. Well, it's now contradicting what it told us before, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so now we get a unresolved, okay. So that doesn't work. Okay, so it has to be default here. And this has to be delete. Or default. Let's leave it on delete then. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see what this guy says here. What is the repro for this one? Launch game without options.ini? And we should probably merge this as well. I will be right back. Okay. Yeah, my expectation is that this will cause a linker warning. So I'm surprised that ChatGPT says that this will generate an implementation. But let's see, maybe it does, but it would be surprising. Yeah. Because the equivalent to this, I would have expected just a declaration, no definition. So just remove this here, right? Yeah, but it would be nice if there was a way to also have a default defined, but just have it private, right? Aha. Yeah, there we go. So ChatGPT has lied to us. Thank you very much for nothing. Good, so this doesn't work. Yeah, so how do we deal with that? It cannot be default. Well, essentially someone would have to implement this by putting in the copies, but that's stupid. That's stupid. Yeah, what's the proper fix here then? Oh, the easiest fix. Oh, oof, 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 oof. I think the fix is... we can't do a mem copy, or can we? No, we can't. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. So essentially, the prior implementation, this one here, this implementation is wrong. But I guess it never was a problem because this function is probably never used, right? So it never runs into this debug crash. And no, and we don't run debug, but we run release, right? So the copy just doesn't work properly. So this function is broken, essentially, right? With this change here, the function would now work because it would actually create a proper copy, right? So basically it means in VS6 it's always broken. With the new version it is fixed. Maybe we just say we don't care that it's broken. Maybe we just document. Yeah, we just document that it's broken. Okay, how did they write it here? Let me see. Return this. Yeah. Huh, I'm surprised that it compiled without the return this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. Okay, they have it basically the same as we do, yeah. Okay. So I agree with this. Yeah. Then remove this comment. Instead, add a comment in this function here. In this. The super hackers add info. Do we have an info keyword? Hold on. There's some info here on contribute. No, we don't have, but we can put it, I guess. Refactor, tweak, performance, fix, bug fix. Let's say super hackers add info. Let's just add it to do. Or we add a info, add info. Where is this? Ah, here. Add info. This copy is broken in VS6 builds. This copy is not implemented in VS6 build. Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. Yeah. Good. Then yeah, I agree with how it currently is. It's just not very nice. Yeah. Good. Then let's get to our main branch. There was one thing I would like to tackle. Actually, before we do that, you can append to my change, I think. Let me see. Is that possible? I think it's possible. Try. Good, then let me look into what is it? Here, this one. Okay, let's first change the title. So this currently is for both generals and 0 hour, so that's good. Okay, gen zh. Let's call it fix bad memory access, fix but the thing is, when we ran address sanitizer, I didn't hit this code here, right? So I think it only runs conditionally. Fix bad memory access. Could we default initialize in the OFS struct instead and remove the mem set? Get OS info. CPU detect. How do we describe this change? fix uninitialized memory access. Yeah, let's do like this. Okay, so this one is from J.A. James. J.A. James. Let's go to name J.A. Hold on. Plus J.A. James. Copy URL. Private key. Yeah. And save. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let me take this guy and assign it to myself. Okay, so GH, okay. So we check this one out, okay. Okay, so let's first, merge branch main. Okay. Okay, so we cannot rebase this change. Okay, I think what we need to do is we need to reset current branch to here. Like this. And then we revert all this guy here. Right. Yeah. Reset. Yeah. Okay. And then we take this change and we rebase it onto main. Will this work? No. Okay, what is wrong? Micro ops, yeah. Okay, and another micro ops. All right. Continue. Oh. Okay. Let's revert this commit. Okay, then let's first compile this guy. We need to enable everything here. No, we don't need the tools. Configure. Let's close. Okay, so this one is resolved. Could we default initialize? Yeah, it's a good question. Let me see. OS info struct. Get OS info, yeah. So alternative to the memset would be, hold on, what is actually in there? I would say the memset is actually okay here. Like it should be the responsibility of this function to properly set it and not of the caller. I agree that it would be great to get rid of the memset, but in this case, I think what we can do is instead of memset, we can do OS info equals OS info. I'm not sure. Is that a thing? No. Is that a thing? I'm not sure if that works correctly. It would work on instantiation, but does it work here on assignment? I'm not sure. Let me ask ChatGPT, but that would probably tell me some garbage again. OS struct info. Does the above do the same as below? Let me see. No, are not exactly the same. The zeros out the memory. Aggregate initialization, only the first member. Oh, okay. But if you do it, huh? I'm not sure if that's correct. Like, if this was written like so, like so, then I'm pretty confident that this would zero initialize the whole thing if it's written like this in pre C++ 11. In C++ 11, it's enough to write it like this or like this, right? But before C++ 11, you have to write it like this. But I'm not sure. So this should work correctly, but I'm not sure if this will work correctly. Maybe put a breakpoint here. Man, what's going on here? Let's put a breakpoint there. Let's go with rel with dep info. Let's hit the compilation. Are we in 0 hour? Yeah. This is 0 hour. Good. Let's go to Z generals. Yeah. The errors are there because they gave the copy constructor a body but didn't fully initialize all the variables with it. Okay. So my suspicion is that this code is only hit when we don't have a options.ini. So we go to 0 hour data and we rename our options.ini to options.ini backup. Yeah. Then we wait for the compilation. C++. Oh man, it's not easy to like try to target two vastly different compilers. I mean, C++ 98 is so much different from 20. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Oh, a lot of linker errors here. Jesus. Huh. Okay. Okay, that needs looking at as well. Okay, we have some massive problem here with linker errors. Wow. Where's this coming from? CRT debug report. Okay. Win main. CRT debug. Could it be that this happens because this debug here is activated? Maybe. So that linker error is related to building with debug in release. Yeah. That's on OmniBlade. I will create a bug report later. I I I told the guys that making debug in release is a bad idea, but no one listened. Yeah. Good. Then good. Then let's do Z generals. Startup. Debugging. Yeah, that looks proper. Okay, let's go with install. Okay, so that is installed. Let's see if we hit this guy here. We do. Okay, so right now this guy is uninitialized, as you can see here. There's just random numbers in here. Yeah. Okay, so now the question is, when we call this, is everything 0? Well, with optimization here, how about we unoptimize this code? Pragma optimize off. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Good. So OS info is garbage. Yeah. Now let's see if that initializes it. Yes, it does. Aha. See, that still works. So again, ChatGPT has lied to us. ChatGPT sometimes is not a reliable source of information. Here, it said here, only the first member is explicitly initialized to 0, but it's not true. It's not true. The whole thing is initialized to 0. Why ChatGPT is lying to us, I don't know. Yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice. Okay, so this looks good. So what is the result now? Win 8-0. Win 8-0. I have Windows 10. I have Windows 10. Huh? Huh? That doesn't seem right. Windows 10. Major version 10. me run this once more. Conversion from unsigned long to H results. How? Some of the entries in the table of H results are pre-proc defined values and not macros. Ah, I see. Okay, that explains it. Okay, so number minor, number major. Number major is 6. And that refers to Windows 8? Huh? I'm not running Windows 8. I'm running Windows 10. Why is this so weird? I think that was mentioned here, wasn't it? Here. No, it doesn't mention it. Yeah, I don't know why Windows is reporting a totally wrong version, but I mean, if it's up to Windows, right? Where is this coming from, though? It's coming from here. Okay. Okay. Then, yeah. Unknown. Windows 8. What is this here? Yeah, I think the logic here does make sense. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what this here is. It shouldn't be here. Okay. Good. Then I think we can take this. Let's make a comment here. The super hackers at bug fix. J.A. James. Date is Date is 17th of March, 1703, 2025. Fix fix uninitialized memory access. Fix uninitialized and add more Windows version variants. Windows versions. Fix uninitialized memory and add more Windows. Good. Generals and 0 hour. Then let me search for this guy here. Then we copy this here. Then we put it in here. There we go. Okay. That should work. Okay, let's see also if this guy builds. This one is deprecated. Okay, well, let's see if it gets past this thing now. Until the next crash. It does. Yeah, okay. And now the game should crash. There we go. Good, that works. Then yeah, so basically this has now created a new options.ini. Yeah, good. Then we can restore our previous one. There we go. There we go. Good, then we revert this one here. And yeah, Spikers, bug fix, James, 17, fix uninitialized memory access and add more Windows versions. Yeah. Good. Replace memset comments. There we go. Good, then we push this one. Oh, the question is, can we push to J.A. James? Well, let's see. Oh, we can. Look at that. Fantastic. Replaced memset with 0 initialization. Ah, here, someone commented this. Yeah. Yeah. Tested this, fixed the crash. I don't think it currently matters, but revision might want to look what version X does and get those numbers. I can confirm this also happens on my machine. Other than that, fix works. Fix works. Fix works correctly and prevents crashing when the options.ini is absent. Yeah. Good, then I think we can merge this next. Let me also, I already gave my approval, yeah. Good, I will merge this next then. Yeah. Oh, we have a build error. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Okay, well, looks like that doesn't actually work in... I thought it would work. It certainly does work in C++03. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does there. Okay, but maybe it doesn't work in 98 then. Huh. Okay. Let me see if there's any other precedence of this 0. There is. There is. So it does work, but maybe it only works on assignment when you instantiate. the struct or whatever it is. Yeah. Okay. So, so it only works on instantiation. It doesn't work to assign to something. I see. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I wasn't sure about this because I have never used it this way. So it would work if we would write it like this, right? That would work. Yeah. So I do wonder, can we write it maybe like so? Is that something like this possible? I'm not sure. It won't work with C++ 98, but I mean, this also wouldn't work because, yeah, there's just uninitialized variables inside. That doesn't work. Well, then I guess we have to stick with the memset. Yeah. Then let's put the memset back in there. Yeah. Good. Then, yeah, put that back in there. Well, it was worth a try. Good. Then we compile this again. We just say put memset again for VS6. There you go. Good. So this compiles, and this should now as well. Then let's go back here. So the memset is back. Yeah. But would also work, we could like instantiate a new object of this OS info and then copy the zero initialized one to our existing OS info. That would work, but then you have two lines, and that's more weird than just using the memset here, I would say. I think the memset is fine. It's the old school way. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Good. Then let's wait for the builds to succeed. Let me edit here my comments. Edit that did not compile with VS6, returning to the mighty memset. Mighty. Good. Then we wait for the build. Are the CI checks supposed to pass? Yes. Good. Good. So what else can we say? Notifications. Let's see. Some entries in the tables are defined that are just values. Okay, then it is fine. By the way, these, I don't know. Perhaps can you use the L suffix on numbers instead? VC6 has no L? I think it does. Let me see. Oh, well, how do we search for L? Let's search for 0L. It does. Here for example. VCX knows L. Pos X and pos Y are integer value. It's the implicit cast from float to int that the compiler is warning about. The implicit cast from float to int. From float to int. Implicit cast from float to int. Okay. Okay. Good. Then what's the time? 3 hours already. Yeah, I need a break. Yeah. We didn't get much done, I would say. It's okay. But we can merge this guy, and then we will have merged 2 fixes. Yeah. Next, I would like to look into this performance. We need to also create a bug report. Let me add a notepad to do create bug report for linker error when compiling release with debug, and then fix debug performance degradation. Debug regarding debug help. Yeah, we will do this next session, among other things. Yeah. Maybe also write contributes documents. Okay, these are the next action items. Yeah. There certainly is no shortage of work. Yeah. I think it would be great if even more people would help contribute. I mean, right now there's a fair amount of activity, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, there's several people contributing. But of course, it could be much, much more, right? But I think right now, like, people are blocked by, like, the game not yet running with Visual Studio 22, for example, right? So we're just slowly getting started building it up, and yeah, not everyone is able to contribute to that build up. But then maybe later, once the build up is all nice and everything is in place, then it might be easier for people to jump in and contribute. Yeah, we'll see. There's no need for rush, right? We take our good time. We want to do it right. Yeah, make the right decisions. Can you send link? Good. And that is done. Fantastic. Fantastico. Good. Then I think we are good to go and can merge this guy. Yeah. This is user facing, this fix. Good. Then squash and merge, fix uninitialized memory access. Let me verify once more that the changes are identical across the games. Let me resolve this conversation. Yeah, it looks about the same. Good. Then we confirm squash and merge. And yeah, anything wrong? No, looks good. Confirm squash and merge. And done. Fantastic. Good. Then we go to main. Then we delete this branch. Force delete. There we go. All right. Then we pull latest and we're good to go. Good. Then I will take a break now. And yeah. Then next session we already have a plan here. And yeah, don't save. Good. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.